Hello and welcome to my final assignment video for game 370. So the first thing that I will demonstrate is my fog. Once it loads up, here we are. Here I have the default fog value set for this shader to be the fog start is past the far clip plane. So at no point could anything being rendered on screen um, interact with that fog. So that's the default for this shader and will be for all shaders. Capable of fog. And now when I load up the fog parameters for just the default ones that we had in class, we can see that we now have fog pretty close, and as we move out, it envelops the scene. If I were to bump up these values, the fog start would be farther away, as well as the rate at which we fade to complete nothingness. So if we go back for a little bit, there it goes. It's going very slowly now, as you can see, as we get farther into the distance. Beautiful. Love it. And that can be implemented into any of these light shaders or any shader where we get a distance from where we have that eye position, which is used to generate that fog calculation. So anything with this implemented can have fog, and that's just very few things go into that to connect the two. You have the fog parameters and the send fog parameters. One extra constant buffer, as well as all the setup for that constant buffer, which is over around here, where we just have to set it up. And create the buffer for it. So that is the fog. As far as reflections go, I have the texture one working just fine. Here it is. Here in a moment we're gonna see the two textured cubes reflected nicely in the mirror. There they are through this slightly transparent mirror. There's the cubes on this side. The light is mostly working. I believe there's an issue with I've been trying for hours. I cannot figure out what it is, but you'll see it in a moment. Where the spotlight lights up the wrong side of the reflected cube. It's something that I don't have the time to fix right now. As you can see in there, the spotlight should be connected to the yellow cube. No light is coming from that side, but when we get to this other side, there the light is on that cube. So that is incorrect. As you can see, the directional light is still on the reflected cube as it should be. We see this side right here is dim. This where is it? How do we point it out? So we've got a darker side and a slightly brighter side. If we look in the mirror, we have it accurately reflected. So we have a darker side and a lighter side of that cube. So some of the light is working correctly. I do want to stress that. I believe this is an issue with my model. There's a Piazza post about it that I need to get into with input layouts and such. I believe that's where the issue is. But other than that, all of the lighting calculations should be correct. I've been stressing about this for a while now. The reflection matrices, I've checked the rasterizer to make sure that the right faces are being lit, like the spotlight isn't going through the object to light it. But other than that, yeah, that is the reflections work that I have done. And since I can't apparently fix this, I will not be having, as of this moment, I will not be having mirrors in my final project. So I don't have a class set up for that. Thank you so much for an incredible rendering class, and we'll see you at the final.